giving you everything, everything, everything. I am a cup, you be the wine. I'll drink till I'm thirsty, drink till I'm blind by your brilliance. Every day, in every way, every day. Your shining is calling me out. Your shining is summoning light from my skin to be calling us out. All of our dawning. If I am a mountain, you are a valley, we'll see in each other the balance of everything, everything, everything. I am a feather, the wing of a swan, the bond never broken, love in a life beyond time. We'll see it this way, staying awake every day. Your shining is calling me out. Your shining is summoning light from my skin to be calling us out. And all of our dawning, and all of our dawning, and all of our dawning. Okay, I think we're live. Let me know if you can hear me. Wow. All right. I'm going to check your comments here and just see if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can see me. Yeah, 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 I've got some yeses. Woo! Oh my God. Wow, technology is insane. I just want to give a big thank you to all the sound people out there in the world, and lighting people, and all the visual people. Oh my goodness, it's such a thing. And because of the state of the country and the world right now, I have not had anyone of that expertise here helping. So, wow, thanks everyone for bearing with me on that. I had to shift all the camera angles so that I could connect us up to the Ethernet direct line communication to the internet. Okay, I'm gonna play some songs. I'm so happy. I can see all your comments. I love that. And I can't scroll down, but I will see them as you do them. Let me know if anything's off. Also, Allie out there, thanks for helping. I have no Wi-Fi, just Ethernet, so I don't think I can be communicated with right now. All right, welcome everyone. We are here together. This is not the angle I was planning, but you know what? These things happen, so it's all okay. This is the angle that we got right now. And we're gonna sing some songs together. I love seeing all your words. Thanks for your congratulations on my technological learning curve. This last 3 days has been intense, and I'm so happy that now we're here together. I'm gonna change this angle as well. Like I said, I had to suddenly shift everything. So, you can't see the loop pedal now. Sorry, it's down here. But I'm gonna play some songs for you. And I think to start, what I need is to start sitting. That's gonna feel nice. So, let's see. With flowers, move this down so you can say May. And I think we're good to go. Thanks everyone for being so lovely and patient as I figure all this craziness out. It's kind of like the theme of life right now, just figuring stuff out that we've never had to encounter before. So, yeah, we're doing it. So I just want to give a big welcome to you wherever you are. I love thinking of all of you in your living rooms or outside or with friends or alone or wherever you are. There's some birthdays out there, so happy birthday. I hope this is the start of just the most beautiful year ever for you. This mic's really loud. I'll try not to drop the capo anymore. So, yeah, wishing you all the love in all these crazy moments. And this song, I'm singing to myself as well as you. Take it slow. Don't get in your way, keep it moving at the pace of every weather deep within. Don't forget you are surrounded by the wind as it rushes in your lungs. Oh honey, you are born of the moon, precious cave. Don't forget there is unknown inside you. Don't turn away from yourself by being like somebody else. You are tide crashing over and call of the mountains and your darkest tunnels are where your light come from. So take it slow. What you long for is on its way, and don't stop reaching. Sound of every weather deep within. Let your wild be uncaged, run with the wind and rush into its lungs. Oh honey, you are born of the moon, precious cave. Don't forget there inside you. Don't turn away from yourself by being like somebody else. You are tide crashing over in call of the mountains in your darkest tunnels. Oh, where your light come from. Oh, aim for the journey and grow with the night. Be brave in your loving, keep steady your sight. Oh, honey, you are born of the moon, precious cave. Don't forget there is unknown inside you. Don't turn away from yourself by being like somebody else. Don't turn away from yourself by being like somebody else. Don't turn away. Don't turn away. Don't turn away. You are tide crashing over in call of the mountains in your darkest tunnels. Oh, where your light come, don't turn away. 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 Oh, love, tearing me apart from the inside out, so I can see myself from the inside. Oh, love, tearing me apart from the inside out, so I can see myself from the inside. Oh, love, tearing you apart from the inside out, so you can see yourself from the inside. Oh, love, tearing me apart from the inside out, so I can see myself from the inside. And mind be causing pain, and mind be coming home, and mind be saying this is all you asked for. Now we're gonna change the angle. Now we're gonna change the angle. Now we're gonna change the angle, 'cause I need to stand up and dance a little while I'm playing guitar, yeah. Do 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 do. Dun 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 dun. May my voice be strong and this step be light. May my learning come on this wheel of time, As a breath be taught, may the lessons glide swiftly as the wind, gentle as a sigh. And hear it calling me home, hear it calling me listening, hear it calling my soul. Come and be my guide, walking by my side. As a breath be taken, given, taken, given, calling me home. Come and be my guide. As a wave across the land, we are moving, moving. This ain't no phase, the change these bodies make, and the way they are facing forward, shoulder to the stone, telling of moving. It takes one step, takes your voice, it takes your voice saying, I am not hearing if you are not naming it, I am not stopping if you are not changing it. Here are my hands, let's see what they're making. In the morning, in the rise up, there's a bridge from all that's been. In the dawning, the vines are pushing through the pavement. We were born of burning hearts, we are tearing off the reins. From the ground up we will build it, from the clouds above we'll rain it, from the crowd up we will raise it, from the ground up. You hold the spade to turn new soil for the coming grace. You hold the plans, and no hands but our hands will lead our children. And all that will feed you is a fierce prayer, is a fierce prayer, saying, I am not hearing if you are not naming it, I am not stopping if you are not changing it. Here are my hands, let's see what they're making. In the morning, in the rise up, there's a bridge from all that's been. In the dawning, the vines are pushing through the pavement. We were born of burning hearts, we are tearing off the reins. From the ground up we will build it, from the clouds above we'll rain it, from the crowd up we will raise it, from the ground up. Yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Check, 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 check. Hey, hey. All right. I just sent the new links. Okay. Hi, guys. I'm just gonna check what's going on here. In case I'm posting a new link right now, in case you or friends had trouble with the internet things that happened earlier, in case anyone was not able to access that, there it is. Pass it to those people. And This is the part where internet difficulties made a new link. I'm going to just send that. All right, so hopefully we're good to go. Thanks for bearing with this, everyone. I'm going to mute the sound for 1 second while I do something. All right, now we're back. Just have to rearrange things because I, at the last second, had to move everything. So it's all good. And move this guy. No, we'll just leave that one there. Too complicated. Okay. Let's see. I feel like playing this one. I attended to my heart and she said, rest, child, be still. Remember to be gentle with your will. All that's pulling you to fear and tugging on your sleeve is not what it seems. Does not matter in the least, except for the way it helps you breathe your life. And she said, rest, child, be still. Remember no one's judging you but your own self. And remember nothing's known except for what's beheld. And even then you can't be sure, so please forgive yourself. Child, be still. Rest, child, be still. Rest, child, be still. Give yourself a little rest. Rest, give yourself a little rest. I always do this when I do solo concerts. I have a set list, and then in the moment, I just change it. Everything changes. It's fun that way. So something I'm noticing is that because I had to suddenly move everything, the mic is here and the cameras are over here. Not ideal, but whoops, sorry everyone. But that's okay. I just won't be turned towards you all the time, and that's fine. There's sometimes little yellow boxes on my face because I'm using an iPhone as the other camera, and I think it's trying to focus. So you can just pretend it's like a little halo, little beams or something. Let's see. Speaking of beams, this song is for all of you, for the beams that you're beaming right now, and these times that are challenging us, changing the whole world, changing how we think about the world. And so this song I dedicate to all of us bravely shining our brightest light for the sake of everything and everyone, to make beauty that way. Say what you will, the great turning has come. We the shining forest to the darkness belong. To the darkness bring beacons, rooted deep, standing strong. We the shining forest to the darkness bring song. Pine, I am calling to you, aspen. I am singing to you, redwood. Hear this song. Birch bark, weeping willow, and dogwood, blooming moonlight. Cedar, let it fall, fall away. Oak, you bore my body. Babe, I bade you open these vessels to receive your whispers. Tender breath keepers, givers of life to these lungs, may I open my ears and surrender. What will you tell me? How can I tend you? How can I tend to the ones who pour life through these lungs? Care, there are rivers going dry, bone and sorrow made of pain, drought of feeling, yet the rain can give us freedom, forest rain. But if we cut them, it goes away. Help us open these vessels to receive your whispers. Tender breath keepers, givers of life to these lungs, may I open my ears and surrender. What will you tell me? How can I tend you? How can I tend to the ones who pour life through these lungs? For every one of us you've uprooted, you can soothe it by planting another, have the same as the kind you've uprooted. Every ending a beginning if you choose it. For every one of us you've uprooted, you can soothe it by planting another, have the same as the kind you've uprooted. Every ending a beginning if you choose it. You can soothe it if you choose it, to receive your whisper. givers of life to these lungs, may I open my ears and surrender. What will you tell us? How can we tend you? How can we tend to the ones who pour life through these lungs? Oh, oh, oh. How can we tend to the ones who pour life through these lungs? Oh, oh, oh. How can we tend to the ones who pour life through these lungs? I think it's time. So I decided I would play the harp for you all, even though I'm a little nervous. And just going to alter these. I hope the mic is close enough to make this sound good. Sounds clear. Okay, good. Oh, yay. There's the halo, there's the little special. Hopefully that's loud enough. Make do. This is a whim. I'm just going to play my favorite song ever. It's called Orange Rogue, and it's an old Irish song. And it's the first song I learned on harp because I wanted to start with that one because I love it. I've loved it since I was 8 and was obsessed with Celtic music. I can't believe I get to play the harp now. mountain, I am a spring. You bathe in my rivers, I'm giving you everything, everything, everything. I am a cup, you be the wine. I'll drink till I'm thirsty, drink till I'm blind by your brilliance every day, in every way, every day. Your shining is calling me out, your shining is summoning light from my skin to be calling us out in all of our dawning. Oh, I think I need to be turned towards the light. I am a mountain, you are a valley. We'll see in each other the balance of everything, everything, everything. If I am a feather and the wing of a swan, the bond never broken, love in a life beyond time, we'll see it this way, staying awake every day. Your shining is calling me out, your shining is summoning light from my skin to be calling us out in all of our dawning, in all of our dawning, all of our dawning. Check, check. All right. I'm nervous playing this instrument in front of you all. That's why I keep messing up. It's so new. Also, that first one is called Orange Rogue. And I just decided to play it on the moment. I didn't actually practice it for the last week, so it's a little rusty. I'll do another one for you all in a video. I might mess this one up. That's okay. Turning you a bent bone, weary, wandering soul, and born upon a body you can never own, rolling you along, bent sideways, tumbling a mother giving loom. You knew it when you flew in, shuttling, weaver you are gold bent, but do your strings hold the strength of what was given when you flew in? Rose upon the shoulders of the shoreline, eyesight creeping round the edges of the known. You've known it from before your sight was shorn, shifted, and they told you not to talk of this. But you remember in your sleep, once the silence you could see, raising candles to the sky, through the forest dark as night. Wide-eyed, keep stride, this the path you're being shown. Sure thing, keep singing to the ones you walk in. Only the wonder, you the stars they look upon. You are clouds to them, giving harm or giving form? Do we greet them with our grace? Do we run or do we face the ones who helping us to heal our choice and choose again? 'Cause there's a turn from the fear, a stand for the free, a song for the beat, beat. There's a turn from the fear, a stand for the free, a song for the beat down, picking up steam, and you will hear my voice here singing. Oh, oh, there's a lead from the greed, a gift for the kind, and I'll be dancing with the ones who remind me we are born of dust and silence. We are made of ancient song, and there are ones who keep us sleeping, and there are ones who bring the dawn. Put your back to the birch and your mind to the matter of a listening kind of way. We are born of dust and silence. We are made of ancient song. Bade farewell, oh, you've been told. Waves are rising, you to shore. It's not what you say, what you think, it's the walk in the way that you do. So you give what you give, what you can, what you give. Give what you are, what you can. Give what you want, what you give, what you can, what you are, what you want. Give what you are, what you can. You will hear my voice here singing, and I'll be dancing with the ones who remind me what you are, give what you want. I'll be dancing with the ones who remind me we are born of dust and silence. We are made of ancient song. There are ones who keep us sleeping, and there are ones who bring the dawn. Put your back to the birch and your mind to the matter of a listening kind of way. We are born of dust and silence. We are made of ancient song. Well, I messed up a little, but I say, better to play it and mess up than not play it at all, eh? Better to give it a shot and fail than to not try, I say. All right, now it's time for some looping to welcome in the spring. Eastern sun, melt the cold from my bones, cotton rise. Take the darkness from my eyes, breathing in, pulling life into my lungs as a child. I am born again. Eastern sun, melt the cold from my bones, cotton rise. Take the darkness from my eyes, breathing in, pulling life into my lungs as a child. I am born again. Eastern sun, melt the cold from my bones, cotton rise. Take the darkness from my eyes, breathing in, pulling life into my lungs as a child. I am born again. Eastern sun, melt the cold from my bones, cotton rise. Take the darkness from my eyes, breathing in, pulling life into my lungs as a child. I am born again. Eastern sun, melt the cold from my bones, cotton rise. Take the darkness from my eyes, breathing in, pulling life into my lungs as a child. I am born again. So one of the fun technical difficulties that just happened is I had this awesome MIDI, this is a MIDI keyboard, and I had it routing this really nice sound coming from the computer that it's like sampled keys, and it's really lovely, and it was working great, and then right before the live stream, the MIDI controller just stopped working. So I have sound in this. I have sound in this. Whoops, this computer does not want to stay. There we go. I've got sound. I'm not going to look at that screen. I'm just going to do what I need to do. Anyway. What I was trying to say is this is what we got right now. These are the piano notes that are coming out. And I guess it's better to play this song with not ideal piano sampled sounds than it is to not play it. Maybe? So I'll try. Ricochet, pine cone, riverside, Altaberry, underwater rushing, tightrope walker. Whistle stop coming, soon I gotta go, gotta tiptoe, mudslide, tightrope walker. Timid as a raindrop, bold as the iceberg, broken as a thorn of the blackberry crushing. Goose down comfort, black bear hideaway, going up a winter tightrope walker. Undertone overcast, in breath outside, going on an end, tearing off the bandage. Uncover fearlessness when lightning strikes, it's met in the middle as a bone bent riddle being met with a riddle be found in breath outside. In breath outside. Ricochet, pine cone, riverside, little while. Come closer with the honey of your soul. Your dance is a code, is a pathway to what's given. I am learning how to listen. Hum inside my heart a little while. From you comes the honey of my soul. Tender to the tendrils, blooming color, taste, and longing for you who kiss the petals of my reach. Our minds send us farther than our legs can carry us, but your flight weaves the membrance of our step. So we give our voices, to the ones who've left us. So we give our voices to the ones who cry in silence. So we give our voices, to the ones whose speech is running under soil beneath. Send us farther than our legs can carry us, but your flight weaves the membrance of our step. So we give our voices, to the ones who've left us. So we give our voices to the ones who cry in silence. So we give our voices, to the ones whose speech is running under soil beneath. Settle in, settle in. Listening, listening. Settle in, settle in. Listening, listen in. Inside my heart a little while. This is about the time when I wish I could just be like, how y'all feeling out there, and hear your voices singing along and everything. But I can see, I'm reading your comments. Thank you for all the love. That is so sweet. How beautiful. All right. Well, that's kind of the same thing. It's like applause. Oh, thanks everyone. Oh, side note, please answer this question. Did you like hearing Tightrope Walker with the crappy piano sounds, or are you like, nah, let's not do the piano again? Just answer. I'm taking an informal poll. All right. What's next? I have no idea also about time. I'm probably just going to play my whole set list, and I don't know how long we'll be here, but we started really late, so yeah. I think I'll do this one. I wasn't planning to do this, but I'm just going to play you all the songs. Okay. Thumbs up to the piano. Okay, well then I might have something else up my sleeve. We'll see what happens. All right. I'm going to do a little medley. There were a lot of requests, and I'm trying to do as many as possible because it's fun. And also, some of them I'm shortening because it's just not time. Well, there is time. We could be here all fill in the blank of whatever time zone you're in. night, day, evening, morning. Some people are tuning in at 1 and 3 a.m., which is very impressive. If you get too tired, you can watch it later too. And I actually never found out the final count, but there's multiple hundreds of you out there, and I just want to say thank you so much for supporting this music so beautifully. I really appreciate you being here, and it's nice to get to share in some way that, even though it's different, it's not the same, but it's a way, and that's nice. Oh, yeah, someone just said, listen with headphones. I'm tuning everything that's coming to you based on my headphones. So if you listen on headphones, it might be a little nicer, maybe. But if you're on speakers, that hopefully is working too. I have no idea what's going on out there, but figuring it out. This song is the first song I ever wrote in my whole life, and the first song I ever performed around a campfire back in the day. I need to fix something, it's bothering me. Hold on a second, everyone. La 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 la. Sing to yourself right now. Just a moment. Sorry. Just sing something. Challenge. Wherever you are, sing something. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. All right. I hope that you had fun singing. I did not sing, but I did other things. All right, now back to the song. This is the first song shared around a campfire back in the day. And now it's also a wildlife song, so you might know it that way. Sing along, please. I saw a girl last night. She was standing in the light in a corner of the road. She was waiting for a hand. Then a boy came over and he asked her to dance. All eyes stopped to watch them. They moved up and down with the waves of the song. Their moves keep in time for the rhythm. Then the girl looked at him and she knew what it was, and she smiled as she said to him, "Please twirl me one more time and don't stop spinning me. Please swirl me in your mind so I can be a colored painting that you'll look upon. Spin, spin with me." Please twirl me one more time and don't stop spinning me. Please swirl me in your mind so I can be a color painting that you'll look upon. Dun, dun, da, da, hum. My brother live in a jungle concrete, like a belly gone to rumbling. wants a taste of the sky. Wind and fire set in the seeds for the son of his son come with him one day to come. My sister, her hands are raised for the stakes are high and she knows it. And I'm singing for her vision, I'm singing for her vision. This is not mere speech, all we seek is here where we stand and shape as clay, turning tides dug deep and wider still to hold what comes and wider still to say we'll never be moved from here. Our lives will live in the seeds we've sown, calling what's coming clear. Our will is held in the gardens we've grown, as light from the sun we can give, as rivers meeting can become one, walk toward the call of this, planted deep for the ones to come. This song is for all of you who are growing gardens right now. What a magical thing. Thank you for planting seeds. The more we plant our own food, the more that we are self-sufficient, not dependent on this system that is crumbling, that is needing to shift. And as it shifts, there might be some sticky moments as all the old structures fall away to reveal the new vines growing, trees growing. So I highly encourage, if you're not already, to grow a little garden, grow something, anything. Find out what medicine you want to grow, some favorite tea herbs, a tree or two or 100, make a forest, or grow your favorite foods. It's the most magical thing you could possibly do, is to grow your food and watch it grow. It's like watching miracles happen in front of your eyes. One day none shall be imprisoned for tending the land, for feeding our children. One day we will cherish this soil, valued more than gold. It's valued more than gold. One day our hands will raise for the way we walk and how we own it. And I'm singing for this vision, I'm singing for your visions. This is not mere speech, all we seek is here where we stand and shape as clay, turning tides dug deep and wider still to hold what comes and wider still to say we'll never be moved from here. Our lives will live in the seeds we've sown, calling what's coming clear. Our will is held in the gardens we've grown, as light from the sun we can give, as rivers meeting can become one, walk toward the call of this, rather live in a jungle concrete, like a belly gone to rumbling. Only wants a taste of the sky, wind and fire, setting the seeds for the son of his son to come with him one day. Taste the roots he was born from, passing the story how all hands came together as one. And this song is for having the bravery to let our voice be free. Now more than ever, it's very important. Oh, 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 how, oh, how, oh, 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 how, oh, she spoke. There is a beacon, me, and I dove into a sea of stormy winds where their might was mighty swift and running every which way. Stay with it, child, you're changing. And she sang, sister son, your ivory tongues flowing like the waters run. All my thoughts drip into feathers about fall on the page down. Feathers about fall on the pages. Sister son, in a long spinning shapes alive. Wolf in vision praying, praying for spirit turn our hearts to become. And what these words do, these words do, sure as flight, faster than the breath you're heaving. You're wild as a righteous fury, can be led or be leading. Inside, what a maze of ladders, so you look and look a while. Every which word is fired by the burn of our grandmother, shapes the way of your choosing. So stay with it, daughter, you're creating this. And every sound you give, make sure you're aiming in. Sister son, your ivory tongues flowing like the waters run. All my thoughts drip into feathers about fall on the page down. Feathers about fall on the pages. Sister son, you're in a long spinning shapes alive. Wolf in vision praying, praying for spirit turn our hearts to become. Sister son, ivory tongues flowing like the waters run. All my thoughts drip into feathers about fall on the page down. Feathers about fall on the pages. Sister son, in a long spinning shapes alive. Wolf in vision praying, praying for spirit turn our hearts to become. You got flames for wings, and at stake is the claim of your wild speech. Fake is the flurry trying to keep you in a bind. Shake, shake, shake it off like a wave. Dragon ride out of your cave. You're a beast of another dawn. Like a wave on the current that a voice will carry you for another lifetime. Keep your side set right, you with the sound of flowing like the water. Felt about the pages. Sister sun in her lungs. Pray a spirit spinning shapes alive. Open vision, sister sun. Open vision. Our hearts will become. Is birthing. I peek out from patterns, eyes peel back the lanterns. This surf is a swift one. It's a delicate thrashing, this undertow daunting. The task is at hand, and not a moment too soon. When doubled and breaking, more wide-eyed and crazy, you whisper sweet somethings to the one you are saving. Your mirror and likeness, your servant and highness, the earth in one being, your body the queen. Do More looping. Did I miss out any songs? Did I leave out anything? I don't think so. I'm gonna keep playing. I think it's been longer than planned, but that's okay, right? Yes, good. I'll show you, when this camera turns to the other camera, I'll show you the loop pedal. It looks like that. There's my setup. Now you've seen it. All right. Now I'm going to do another loop song. I'll take the echo off. I'm going to do another loop song, and this one is one that came. It came in a cool way. I have a relationship with. I think a lot of creative people are. Well, everyone's creative, first of all, and I don't like this mic. I'm going to talk like this, but what am I trying to say? My experience of songs and other creative things coming is like a whoosh, like it comes in, psh, inspiration just falls in, and there's a way of tuning my system, anyone's system, I believe. There's a way of tuning our system to be better at receiving and to make ourselves more open and to actively, it's kind of like the difference between standing like this if you want to catch something versus standing like this if you want to catch something. And so it's kind of like that in here. So this song came from me wanting to push an edge, which is how a lot of good growth happens. I wanted to push an edge and get on stage during a tour I did with David, with the Polish ambassador as Wildlight, and I wanted to get up every night and make up a song in front of however many 100 or 1,000 people or whoever were in the room. And some nights it was not awesome, and some nights it was really awesome. And I just kept going, and this is the song that came from that process. And if you're interested, I'll talk more about it at the end, but if you're interested in that process, going into that process with me of tuning our instrument to receive really well for these times, then there's a link in the description of this video. Oh, I hope it's there, because I think it changed, but we'll see. Yeah, it's there. It's a link to my new course. I'm doing an online course. It's called The Living Song, because all of our life is a song, and every moment is creative, and now more than ever the planet needs us to be really open receivers so that we can be voices for life and for the balance, I believe. So I wanted to make something that would help us all be the most brilliant, shining, creative, innovative beings that we can possibly be at our highest potential. So that's what we're going to be doing, starting in 1 week. I'm so excited. Okay, enough talking about that. I'll talk about it at the end. But the link is there. And this song is for whatever edge, for whatever is terrifying, and also you long for it. Go there. Ought to be away from the think I won't stop till I let it all in. Ought to be away from the think I won't stop till I let it all in. Ought to be away from the think I won't stop till I let it all in. Ought to be away from the think I won't stop till I let it all in. Ought to be away from the think I won't stop till I let it all in. To be away from the think I won't stop till I Can you let it in? This moon, she told me as I woke from walking asleep. Below at midnight, she said, your feet are heavy, your feet stand deep, deeper than you know, farther than you go. This wild mother, she told me one morning, bright child, you've got to run on my back, farther than you've ever gone before, deeper than you've ever known before. Run right to your edges, right through your edges, right to the edge of your edge. Jump off a cliff, dive in below, jump off that cliff. Can you let it in? Can you let it in? Let it all in, to be away from the thinking. Won't stop till it, let it all in, to be away from the thinking. Won't stop till it, let it all in, to be away from the thinking. Won't stop till it, let it all in, to be away from the thinking. Won't stop till it, let it all in, to be away from the thinking. Won't stop till it, let it all in, to be away from the thinking. Won't stop till it, let it all in, to be away from the thinking. Won't stop till it, let it all in, to be away from the thinking. Won't stop till it, let it all in, to be away from the thinking. Won't stop till it, let it all in, to be away. Hey, my brothers and sisters, this is we, connected at the roots that grew us, the roots that grew us, the roots that grew these trees, that lit these lights, that lit these lights, that lit these lights. So if you want stars to hear you, if you want stars to hear your soul, you've got to go as the stars go. Let all your light show, corners uncover, shadow the unknown pieces, forgotten names, places we came from, life we were born when speech was for meaning, the thing we spoke to feed this story whose pages we woven are woven into. However it shows itself, however you find yourself, every moment, every piece of you, I'll take it all. I want it, all of it, all of it. Sound it loud, beam it out. There's no more time to hold back, my brothers and sisters. No more time to hold back, no sense in holding it back. Now we're all beaming light, all beaming light. To be away from the thinking. Won't stop till it, let it all in. To be away from the thinking. Won't stop till it, let it all in. To be away from the thinking. Won't stop till it, let it all in. To be away from the thinking. Won't stop till it, let it all in. To be away from the thinking. If you want the stars, let it all in. If you want to be away from the thinking. If you do not want to walk, we can let it go. We can let ourselves show. There's no more time, there's no sense in holding it back. Who told us anyway that we needed to? Who told us that? Who said we had to hide ourselves? Who said we had to be so small? Who said we should not speak our sound? So if you want the stars to hear you, if you want the stars to hear your soul, make a sound right now in your living room, wherever you are. Make a sound, make it out loud. Make a sound right where you are, right where you are. Just because you can, just because you can, because you have a voice, you have a voice. And who told you anyways that you couldn't sing? Well, whenever the heck you wanted to. It's time to let it shine. Let yourself wide, just be alive. Let yourself light. Truthfully, my friends here in the internet world, beyond, all around the world, in your living rooms or wherever you're listening, I can feel you, you can feel me, we can feel each other, 'cause actually we're made of light, and you know what else? We're made of sound, vibrating atoms, particles of light, waves moving, the sound of us. We are sounds, so when you let it out, we are sounds, so if you let it out, you are alive. My brothers and sisters, I hope you're singing wherever you are, and if you're not singing right now, that's okay too, 'cause just be as you want yourself to. You do what you do, you do you, you do you. And I love you. It won't stop till I let it all in. I just stand here and see what wants to come through, and sometimes it's kind of like just chatting with you. I don't know what'll come next. I'm just saying whatever pops in, and I don't know if it's gonna be good or bad, but that don't matter, 'cause the practice is what is the purpose. Practice is the purpose. The practice is the purpose, and if I just let it come in a wave, then I might learn something today. If I just let it come in a wave, then I might learn something today. To be away from the thing I won't stop till I let it all in. To be away from the thing I won't stop till I let it. Can you let it in? 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 Well, maybe you were singing. I like to pretend. I really am just feeling super grateful that you're all here. I think this concert's going officially long now, so I think I will wind us to a close with a couple songs. I'm going to turn this light down because the light outside, this one's too bright. I'll be right back. And yes, if you are wondering, I am a one-woman show right now. I'm doing all the things. I've got the instruments, and I set up all the cables, and I set all this stuff up, and the lights from my friend Scott. Thanks, Scott, for loaning me these lights. And I somehow figured out this system called OBS and learned it in 2 days. Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. And then the sound is just the whole thing. So I guess if I could do this, you could do anything. So let's keep going. I keep feeling like I'm missing something. Did I forget something? I don't think so. Oh, someone said just started an hour ago. Is that true? Was I that late? Oh man. All right. I want to play more music for you. Okay, I'll just do this song. I'm going to see if I can turn this a little. There we go. Check, check. Hey, too much reverb? Maybe not. Hey, hey, ooh, oh, ooh, across valleys folding, across waters frozen, across the time between my dawn and your setting sun. These are stories blowing, these words tender showing. How can I touch the shape of wing bandings falling away? Oh, tongue set you free, and oh, mind let it be. Oh, land, teach me how to lay in the storming wind. Across hearts aching, across skies breaking, across the time between our suns. I'm lost in your stars, by the light of the dark moon. Just be as you are, just do as you do, by grace and devotion, by letting go of everything, by breath as it takes you, by the light of the dark moon. I'm lost in your stars. I'm lost in your stars. I'm lost in your stars. Two-toned moment, wide breathing, stay with it. I aim for the place between all longing and letting be. Speaking honey, wine making, wishes, stars sad. These are arrows in the battle of becoming. Make me a warrior, hummingbird disarming. You be a compass to guide this flight. Take me surrendered, fill me to spilling over the roots of this endless sky. I'm lost in your stars, by the light of the dark moon. Just be as you are, lost in your stars by the light of the dark moon. Just be as you are, just do as you do, by grace and devotion, by letting go of everything, by breath as it takes you, by the light of the dark moon. I'm lost in your stars. 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 Ooh. I'm lost in your stars. I'm lost in your stars. I'm lost in your stars. Ooh, I'm lost in your stars. I'm lost in your stars. Cause I am, it's true. All right, I'm gonna do one more song, or two, we'll see. Take a vote. All right. Hey, hey, hey. This song is one that was highly requested and is a song for, okay, I'm seeing two. Okay, so I'll play this one and then one other. The last song will be a dance party song. We're gonna end on the dance party. And I'll just use a backing track and sing to it. The backing tracks are all the compositions that I made. Can we vote for the songs? Sure. I don't know if I'll do them, but you can write them down. This is fun. I'm having fun being here with you all. Thank you for being here. And this song is for the children and for the remembrance of our beautiful responsibility, how we get to, oh, you guys are voting for the songs I'm going to do. It's so convenient. This, as I was saying, this is for the beautiful responsibility and opportunity that we have to walk in a true way that lays down footsteps for the ones to come, lays down footsteps made of beauty, footsteps that will, from your footstep, will grow wildflowers. So may we all step that way. And please sing this one with me, wherever you are.
And who will call the rain? Feel it fall into our skin. From a welling deep within, we'll call the rain. And who will strike the drum when a thundering heartbeat needs it? When the feet gotta pray it down, who'll beat the ground? I'm just gonna keep talking here. All right, friends. Oh, someone. You guys are so sweet. So sweet. Oh, there's some old requests in here. Someone just asked how they could send me flowers. I love that so much. Thank you. Maybe we'll, I don't know. You could, the email. You can send a note to the email if you have any questions, MGMT, that email that you've been in correspondence with, that you got the link from. She can help you. Oh, super grateful to you all. Thank you for being here. And we put, for fun, since this is sort of, this is like part, sorry, I'll take the echo off. This is like part show. Feels like part TV, like broadcast, and part I'm just like doodling around in my house, and that's sweet. So, thanks for being here with me for all of these. From the Ground Up already happened. Oh, hi friends. Hi Emily and Shay. And I did Wheel of Time a little bit. So something to know is that if you missed the beginning, there will be a broadcast. You can watch it later. So everyone can check it out that way, rewatch it. And and let's see. There's for fun, since this is sort of a show, virtual show, we've put in the description box, there's a link to the virtual merch table. If you'd like anything. I've collaborated with some amazing artists to make these beautiful lyric flags. You might have seen some of them with lyrics from the songs and beautiful art that you can put on your wall or you can hang, or some people sew them onto their clothing. anything you like. And then also there's a link in the description for my course, which begins in 1 week. It's going to be 5 sessions long, and I'm so excited about it. It's a living course, so it's going to be very much based on what you all who join decide and ask me that you want to, where we want to go. But the broad theme is opening our whole receiving system and tuning our instrument as though we are the instrument for the living song to come through us. And this is not a course only for songwriters. This is a course for any creative person of any kind, because I will use songwriting sometimes as a way of describing the process, but I will always relate it to the full creative spectrum. And it is going to be a bit of voice opening, because everyone needs voice opening. You don't have to be a singer to free your voice. And I'm here on this planet to help us all to trust ourselves more and to allow more of what wants to come through us to do so that we can then cultivate the muscles of stepping off those edges and diving into our fears, so that we can share what's meant to come through as a gift to the world, so that the world can change through our innovation and our tuning of our instrument, our tuning of our frequency and everything. So that's a lot about that, but you can read all about it on my website, and the link is there. There's not a limit to how many people can join the workshop. I don't think. I mean, there might be eventually if it gets too full. People want to hear some Wildlight. Oh. Okay. I am always a total pushover for requests. So I'll just do a taste. These are tasters. Little appetizers or something else. I'll probably have to do another concert at some point, because now that I've figured everything out, it's not going to be as hard. And there's a lot more songs to share, like Waves and Dried by Fires and all the songs from my old albums. I would love to just sit with a guitar and play you some of my really old songs. So maybe we'll do another with a totally different set list. But I'm going to try and... stolen from whispered firelight. This I am, this I am. Holy dust from the breath before time. Here I stand, here I stand. Why will you do when the blinders fade? Not a trace of what caught you, just the trail from what brought you. Why will you see when you're face to face? Curving lines counting undone, that whole life leading up to this one. Oh, rain, giving life. For an instant I tasted your tears. Oh, gods of the sky, wash away all dust and all of these fears. Oh, song on the wind, I can taste you as you roll across these plains. All seen, all within,
So gather waters, let me feel this pain melted into rain. Oh, rain, oh, rain, oh, rain, oh, rain. Little wild light taster for you. All right. I'll do more acoustic wild light songs at some point. And more of all the songs. But this is now going to be my last song, so that I can at least keep this under 2 hours. It's just so much longer than I thought I was going to be, but I'm having fun. I hope you are too. So this will be the last song, and I love you all. And I hope you are well and taking good care of yourself and your friends and family. And we're going to talk after. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a Q&A. I'll just probably keep it short because we've been here a while, but I'll answer a couple questions. So here's a dance party song for the last song. Under your skin, leaking tide pools like it's a whim. And what do you say when it's all gone sideways and froze, and your heart won't beat with the rules? Little backing like a shoot on the path, we're pushing past these boulders, pushing past these boulders. that's it. So we're done. Oh, it's so fun to be here with you all. Thank you for sharing this time and being wonderful. And if you have any questions, you can start asking them. And yeah, this was fun. I think it was worth it. Because you made it worth it. Because I knew it would be that way. I know that no matter how stressful preparing for a tour is or preparing for a live stream is, it is worth it when I get here and am with you all. So, thank you. And now we can have there's verbal applause happening right now, and I just want to say thank you. I think I'm going to change this to just stay here. And I'm so grateful. There's so many people here, and I feel all of your words right now. It's like an explosion of hugs. It's like maybe even more amazing because, you know, when it's like after the show, sometimes occasionally I come out and people want to give hugs and oh wow, it's going so fast. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, I'm going to first take a question from a 4.5-year-old. What I was going to say to finish that last sentence is that it feels like you're all hugging me at the same instant. It's a very special feeling. So, Maitreya, age 4.5. Can you guys hear me? Okay. Hold on a second. All right, now we're closer. So, Maitreya, age 4.5, asked, how did you invent these songs? And I like that wording. I feel like I didn't exactly invent them. It was a collaborative process between me and some very mysterious forces that I don't quite understand, that I call the muses. And they are all around me, and they live in nature mostly, but also in people, and especially in feelings. And so it's a collaboration with the muses and me. And I listen, and they sing things into my ear, and I catch little notes and little melodies, and I record them, and I try and be good at catching them, and then I sort of sit with them and turn them into songs. That's my answer. Wow, okay. What advice would you give to someone who feels like their call to the voice and their voice and their path has been put on hold by the quarantine? That's a good question. Mel Canavan. Mel Canavan. Well, I think it's a matter of perspective, really, because there's a lot of ways to share. And for instance, I've gotten rather creative. I feel a lot of people are getting very creative right now with sharing like this. The course that I'm doing in a week is sort of a way of, it's actually something I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and this quarantine has sort of like put some fire under me to offer it. And so I think it depends what you're, maybe the answer really is to listen to this moment. What is wanting to be called through you and be shared, because maybe the things that you've normally been called to share, they might have changed now in the context of the world. So maybe some more listening, because I think that the ways to share will present themselves the more we tune our listening instrument. That's my answer. Oh, what medicinal plants am I growing in my garden? I have sage, white sage, and rosemary, and borage, and yarrow, and catnip, and calendula, and a lot more that I'm blanking on. Tulsi, holy basil, regular basil, and both kinds. And then I believe that food is medicine, so all the foods, we're starting to grow all the foods too. I'm very excited for a garden this year. You know, honestly, every spring and summer, I've gone on tour for the last few years, and last year especially was the biggest touring year I've ever done. And it's been wonderful to share music with you all, and I've always been away so much that it's hard to grow a garden. And I've always wanted to stay. Every time, even though I love going on tour, like every time right before the tour, I'm just like, no, I want to stay. So I have to admit, I'm quite delighted. I'm quite delighted right now that I'm being forced to stay. I'm not happy that my tour got canceled, but I'm really happy I get to be with my garden this year. And I really just have such a deep hope that everyone is taking this opportunity, because it really is such an unusual and special thing that we're all pausing and slowing down and not traveling so much. And I know it's so complicated for so many people, but for those of us who feel like we're able to contact I think there's an opportunity for everyone to find the gift, even if it's just reading that book you've been meaning to read forever, or planting a few seeds, or spending more time with your little ones. There's gifts right now. So, all right. Maha Music says, my daughter wants to know if your parents helped you along the way. Yes. My parents are watching, I think, right now. I love you. And my family's watching. They were all on my guest list. My parents are so wonderful. They're truly, I just feel like I am so lucky to have the parents I had, and they just really nurtured me to really trust myself and follow my own creative path. And thank goodness, they chose to homeschool me from age, 7 to 13. I chose, actually, along the way to continue it. But it was such a gift. It was probably one of the most amazing experiences of my life, getting to homeschool and just how that, it just opened up everything, really. It didn't shut down anything. So I think children are naturally very creative. You younger humans out there, you are so brilliant. You're so brilliant, and just exactly what you feel called to follow. I hope you feel supported around you to follow that, because don't let anything dampen your light. Don't let anything dampen your beautiful brilliance. So precious. I'll probably do a mini course of singing to kids, side note, and also talking about homeschooling. It might not even be a course. It might just be like something I give to parents with some kind of container. But I want to support all the parents who are homeschooling their kids for the first time right now. I have so much beautiful information and just experience that I would love to share. If it's desired, email us if you're interested. And okay, let's look. I'm way behind, sorry. Will you and your brother be working on Beat Beat Whisper in the future? Yes, there are songs coming. It's very soon. Okay. What's your take on what is happening in the world right now? That's a big question. I've kind of said some of it, and I'll say more. I'm going to dovetail into this other question from Imon Offamini. How do you listen? How do you listen? How do you know the difference between what you hear and your own thoughts? That's a really good question. I think that I'm going to combine those two questions into one. And this is also, just side note, this is the whole topic, or a lot of the topic of the online course that I'm doing starting May 2nd, in 1 week. It's going to be a series to dive into that very question that you asked about listening, how to know the difference. Sometimes I feel like it doesn't matter what the difference is so much, but meditation really helps. Meditation is very beneficial. And sometimes the songs come through as thoughts, and that's okay. I usually just follow whatever's coming through. I don't try and judge it as like true listening versus my thoughts. I just follow it. And in terms of what's going on in the world, I feel like we're being called to listen more deeply and really tune that ability, because there's a lot of information and we are kind of grasping for thoughts. We're grasping for knowledge, information, watching the news, listening to this, listening to that, and it's very confusing. Like I went down some rabbit holes about a week ago, 2 weeks ago, really deep rabbit holes, on one side being like, Bill Gates is trying to put like data chips in our bodies through vaccines and mandatory vaccines and the deep state and all this stuff. And then on the other hand, it was like these conspiracy theories were coming from both the far left, as you'd say, and the far right. And that's really interesting how it meets back again. And then there was like, I heard, just some crazy, I don't think necessarily that that's very crazy, but the other stuff I heard just kind of crazy, and you just start watching the news and you're like, wow, it's such a show. And I'm not in any shape or form a fan of Trump at all, in any form. However, when he talks about fake news, I don't believe in using it as a blanket statement, but there is some fake news out there masquerading as mainstream media. So it's just good to pay attention to. And I think what I came back to in that whole process is like, oh my God, all those tunnels really made me feel crazy. And like there were people out there trying to get me, and they probably have good intentions ultimately, even if I don't believe in their intentions. But ultimately it comes down to me listening and me being really clear in what I am here for and what is coming through, and truly to remember that this is a dream. This is all a dream. We are creating our reality with every moment, with every thought, with every feeling. And so we're creating this. And so the more that we can come back to remembering and tuning our minds to remember our power that way, then none of those stories really matter anymore. But we all have to do it. A lot of us have to do it, at least, I think. What is that? It's like 5% or 10%, and then everyone shifts. So I really believe that we're going through a very massive collective evolutionary process in our consciousness right now. So that's my take on the situation. No, I won't create an anti-vax song, sorry. I don't create anti-anything songs, but I'll create a pro-natural healing song. If I want to take your course, but will not be available on Saturday, will it be? Yes, available later, of course, for sure. If you are not available I have it set for, it's 10 a.m. every Saturday for 5 sessions. And if you're not, that's Pacific time. And if you're not available, everything will be available for you to watch later. And I'm also going to make some videos based on your questions that I will be giving you throughout the week. And you can always ask questions, and then I will, like in advance, and then I can talk about it during the course. And even if you can't be there, you'll hear the answers later. So, no, I don't have any kids. A 5-year-old asked. I don't have any kids. Maybe one day. We'll see. Happy birthday to all the birthdays, especially the little birthdays and also the big birthdays and all the birthdays in between. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a beautiful start to your solar return. What are your thoughts, medicinal mushrooms? All of them. Yes. Oh, your good allies that you will show. Oh, okay. I think I've answered most of them. My birthday is January 22nd. What class info and lyric flags and all of that is in the description. I've been talking about these things, but it's the description, maybe under this video, there's links to everything. And if all else fails, go to my website, AYLANEREO.com. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah. Well, I don't know when I'll be back anywhere. Someone asked when I'll be back in Colorado. That's a big question mark. So my jacket's from my friend. I think like 99% of my clothing in my closet is thrift stores and lady clothing swaps. My favorite is the passed along stuff. Okay, I don't know if I can answer any more right now because I think it's time to go. But I'm so happy to be here with you all. Thank you for being here. I feel a little, so someone asked about listening, and part of it is trusting what's coming through. And that means listening all the time, not just when you're trying to create, it's listening all the time. So just now there's something tapping on my shoulder. There's like, go back to that question someone asked about medicinal mushrooms, and I said all of them. And I didn't want to be flippant about it because mushrooms are amazing, and everyone should watch Fantastic Fungi. It's free, or it's not free, it's rentable on Paul Stamets' website. It's so good. And I will just say that there are so many healing mushrooms, and there are mushrooms out there that will cure cancer. There's mushrooms that will help our immune system. There's mushrooms that will grow as insulation in the walls. There's mushrooms that can replace leather. There's mushrooms that eat the pollution out of water or they'll break down plastic. There's mushrooms that will expand your mind and help you to generate neurons. Lion's mane, microdosing. You can listen to Paul Stamets' interview with Joe Rogan for info on that. Like homeopathic amounts of neuron regenerating mushrooms. Yeah, watch Fantastic Fungi and listen to the Joe Rogan podcast with Paul Stamets. Paul Stamets is my hero. If anyone knows him and can connect us, I really want to be his friend. Okay, so that's it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Never stop singing, never stop believing in yourself. Never stop creating what comes from your heart. Never stop up your voice, never stop up your beauty. All of you, all of you.